let's talk about building your team. They say you need a team to build your dream. And here's the reality. As you start real estate investing business, if you're starting or you're just getting started, you're going to have to wear a lot of hats. It's just the reality of getting started. But unless you're independently wealthy and can afford to start hiring team members before you even have a profitable business, you might have to do everything yourself for a while. However, I know that your ultimate goal is not to be self-employed, where you can't make any money in your business if you take the day off. That's not why you're wanting to get into this business or why you're wanting to grow this business. You got into this business for the opportunity to achieve freedom. I'm going to go ahead and assume that for you. Could be freedom with your time and freedom, financial freedom, or both, right? Of course, we want freedom of our time more than anything. So the goal isn't to be self-employed. So ultimately, you should aspire to build a team. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to share with you some members of your team that you need. Some of them are vendors and contractors. We call our external team. Some of them are internal people like admins and salespeople. We're going to dive in. Now, if you're just getting started, I still want you to watch this because these are some of the things that you need to be doing yourself. And ultimately, we have a great bonus that we're going to share with you as part of this lesson. We're going to start with your external team. Your external team consists of vendors and contractors that you hire, but they generally don't work for only you. Here are some examples. Your title company or attorney, lenders, accountant or CPA, tax advisor, general contractors and specialty contractors like electricians, plumbers, roofers, foundation companies, people like that. A coach and mentor. Okay, these are all people that are part of your external team. They don't work just for you. They don't work in your office. If you have an office or certainly in your home office, these are people that you get a little bit of their time, but these are people you need on your team. Now, by the way, a little shameless plug in terms of mentors and coaching. I'm one of the most successful coaches and mentors in the country, if measured by the number of successful students. Okay, I'm not a guru out there selling education to everybody I possibly can without any level of success. I've helped hundreds of others that have gone on to buy literally thousands of deals. So if you haven't checked out the Flip Nerd Real Estate Coaching Program, you can learn more about it at flipnerd.com/coaching. If it looks like a fit, you can apply for the program, jump on the phone with my team, and answer some questions. So now these external members of your team are critical. Generally speaking, you need and want to find others to work with that have a proven track record. And often it's best that you find these folks through people that you know that are in the business that can validate their performance. You want a CPA, for example, that somebody else you know is using and has vouched for. You want contractors that somebody else you know has vouched for. Otherwise, you're just a guinea pig with your own wallet, and that's never a good situation to be in. Now let's shift gears and talk about the internal team. Let's talk about some common roles in your internal team. Okay, an admin or an office manager, an acquisitions manager, we call them a home buyer. It's basically a salesperson that's out making offers on houses on my behalf. A marketing manager to help you generate leads in your business. A bookkeeper. These are some of the more common roles. I want to dive in actually to each one of these. So let's talk about the admin or office manager, some things that that person does. By the way, again, if you're starting and it's just you or you and a spouse, these are the things that you guys need to be doing. These are the things that you need to be doing. Right now, you might wear hats for all these things. You're the CEO and chief bottle washer, right? But you've got to do it all. So an admin or office manager, what are the typical things that that person does? Basically anything administrative that your business needs. Handle leads as they come in, follow up with older leads, manage transactions. When you're going through the closing process, they're dealing with the title company to make sure everything's on track, communicating with the seller to make sure they're ready to go. They'll take care of your mail, general office issues, paying the bills. Sometimes if you don't have a bookkeeper, sometimes the admin is also your bookkeeper. Running errands that you might need. If you have a P.O. box, they can go check that. Things like that. Basic administrative roles, okay? Next is the acquisitions manager. Again, this is a salesperson. We call them a home buyer sometimes. But what do? They meet with sellers on your behalf. This might be you. When we started our business over 10 years ago, my wife was our administrative type role. She helped with sales. She helped with a bunch of things, and I primarily focused on acquisitions and rehabbing and kind of the front end and back end. We split up essentially. But an acquisitions manager meets with sellers on your behalf to make offers. They're also following up on hot leads, leads that are kind of in play that we're hoping to get a contract on. You may have them help with generating leads while they're out in the field and through networking. So on your behalf, when they're out on an appointment, it's their job to knock on doors or drive through neighborhoods to see if they can find anything else, or maybe to go to some networking events to see if they can drum up some business that way. And of course, they're compensated in exchange if you actually do get the deal. Truthfully, the acquisitions role, in my opinion, is the most important role in your business. Now, again, it might just be you getting started. If you don't feel like you are a good salesperson and you have the ability to go sit at the kitchen table and talk to people and help solve their problems and make offers, then you might be in your own way. You might be better off by outsourcing that role. Typically, it is a commission-based type role, variable compensation, so it doesn't cost you anything unless they actually get something anyway. So anyway, acquisitions manager, in my opinion, is the most important role in a business. Let's talk about the marketing manager. Now, everybody's different. In this role, I actually am our marketing manager. I have never outsourced that. It's such an important responsibility that I've had a hard time ever giving that up. I'm pretty consistent with what I do, so it doesn't take a lot of my time, but it's something that I've always done. My wife has helped with it a little bit in the past as well. What does a marketing manager do, though? They help generate leads for your business. They're ordering direct mail and managing your online advertising. They're testing some different lead sources maybe to see what's working now. They're constantly looking for new ways to generate motivated seller leads. I will say, I just told you that I do this in my own business. I don't have a lot of time for testing things and looking for new sources, but I do have my ear to the ground, so when I have new ideas, I'm able to pursue those. But truthfully, I don't spend as much time on this role as somebody that's dedicated would. So it's hard to have this person, a dedicated person for this, until you've significantly ramped up your business, to be honest. So sometimes you may have your admin or your administrative assistant, office manager, helping with some portions of this, such as mail, ordering your direct mail and things like that. Let's talk about the bookkeeper role. Well, how much do you need a bookkeeper? It depends on how much volume you're doing. It also depends on what you're doing. If you're rehabbing, there's a lot more receipts and payments involved than if you're just assigning properties, which is a very simple entry in QuickBooks ultimately. But what does a bookkeeper do? They manage your vendor payments, payroll, accounting, and bookkeeping, might help with tax preparation. Sometimes this role could be done by your office manager or an admin. Sometimes that's two different people, though. I will warn you, a bookkeeper is somebody that's very detail-oriented. They sometimes tend to be a little more introverted, like they just want to play with the numbers. They don't want to have to be on the phone and talk to customers. And a good administrative assistant loves to be on the phone and is helping talk to customers to get appointments set up for your team. So it might be a different person. I will tell you, we have an incredible bonus that we're giving you as part of this masterclass, again, which you can get right here in your free guide. The link for the guide is down below here. If you haven't downloaded it yet, please make sure you do. But we're actually giving you our advertisements for recruiting an administrative assistant, a bookkeeper, and an acquisitions manager. Over the year, we've hired a lot of these folks. We've advertised for them. So we're actually going to give you our ads that we use to help you formulate your own ads to recruit these people when the time comes. So again, you can find them inside of your free guide here. Hey guys, just a quick reminder that you can get access to all 10 of the training videos in this masterclass that we call the Ultimate Get Started in Real Estate Investing Guide and Program, as well as this awesome supplemental guide with incredibly valuable copies of our contracts, scripts, checklists, and many more by visiting us at flipnerd.com/free training. That's flipnerd.com/free-training. Two separate words there. You'll get immediate access to all 10 lessons of this powerful masterclass. I know you're watching it on YouTube right now, but that's how you get all of our downloadable checklists and all sorts of other information. You'll get immediate access to all 10 of our lessons of this powerful masterclass. You'll get this free resource guide, and we'll share some other powerful content with you as well. So go on over to flipnerd.com/free training. That's free-training now to get registered. Let's talk about when to build your team. Who should your first hire be? Well, when you start hiring, is going to come down to when you're ready to let go. When you start hiring is going to come down to when you're ready to let go, and honestly also when you can afford it. Again, until your business starts and you have some money coming in, you may not be able to afford it. You should probably wait as long as you can to invest most of your money into advertising, which is what's going to be the fuel for your business. But you should start to give some things up as fast as possible as well. There's a balance there. A common question is, what role should your first hire be? Like, who should that first person be? Well, it kind of depends. It depends on what your skill set is. You generally are going to be hiring somebody to fill the void that you can't fill very well. So you should generally try to kind of hire to your weaknesses. For example, if you are sales oriented and do well buying houses, then you probably are also not detail oriented like a good administrative assistant should be. So you should start with an admin. Now, truthfully, that's probably one of the most typical, is to start with an admin, most common first hire. Or if you're very organized, very detail oriented, but not very sales oriented, uncomfortable meeting with people and talking to them, you'd be better off hiring an acquisitions manager and managing the operations. Even though that acquisitions manager is very important, it doesn't necessarily need to be you. So again, your goal most likely is not to be self-employed, where your business is completely dependent upon you. You can't take a vacation. You can't spend time if your kids are sick with them. You can't spend time with family or pursuing hobbies that you like, because everything in the business is dependent upon you being involved. Ultimately, you need a team that's helping not only run the day-to-day operation, but helping you expand your capacity so you can grow your business faster. For a lot of entrepreneurs, we have a hard time letting go. But until we can let go, we can't grow. Hope this has helped you. By the way, this is the end of lesson 10. All 10 lessons were done now. You're welcome to refer back to any of the other lessons that you maybe missed or wanted to watch again here. And also make sure that you download, if you haven't already, the ultimate guide here that has all of our contracts and forms and all sorts of other great giveaways inside it. I hope you've gotten a lot out of this, and I hope it'll make a positive difference in your success and in your real estate investing business. We wish you all the best. I hope to see you around soon. Take care. Hey everybody, just a reminder, thanks for watching this incredibly powerful masterclass lesson. I hope you got a lot out of it. Just a reminder that you can get access to all 10 of the training videos in this masterclass that we call the Ultimate Get Started in Real Estate Investing Training Program and Guide. You can get this supplemental guide, which is full of valuable copies of our contracts, checklists, the scripts we use when we talk to sellers, and so much more. Quite frankly, we've never given away all this free content before, so it's super powerful. To get it, to get access to all of this, you simply need to go to flipnerd.com/free training, and that's flipnerd.com/free-training to get access to everything. It's completely free, but we can't give you downloads on YouTube. You have to come over to our site to get them. You'll get immediate access, again, to all 10 lessons of this powerful masterclass. You'll get this free resource guide, and we'll share some other powerful, awesome content with you as well. So go on over to flipnerd.com/free-training now. You can register. See you on the other side.